Hey Carter, it's time to watch my favorite midwinter event.
Oh, the Super Bowl?
No, it's Tuesday. This is the State of the Union.
Oh. Well, I'm going to have to get a different drinking game. Here it is, the State of the Union drinking game. From the Daily Call? That den of conservative hysteria?
What are you talking about? It's a great non-liberal site.
Yeah, well, I guess conservatives know how to drink too. So, if you're daring enough to follow along with us at home, you can click the link in the description below to check out what the rules are. We'll even put a few cues on screen for when it's time to take a drink.
Who are you talking to?
The people watching at home.
Why don't you stick with alcohol for the rest of this? You can drink my beer.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'll go get a new one for me.
All right.
Mr. Gorbachev.
The only thing we have to fear
Was a little Cocker Spaniel dog.
Hey Carter, let's watch this.
I feel good about this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Obama's in charge.
I think you're delusional.
I think I'm stoned.
I think you're stoned too.
President Obama hands out the winners to today's ceremony.
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you the President of the United States.
I have the high honor of being high.
Come on, you're not going to start with that again, are you?
Nope. I'm just going to drink my booze at home.
I'm sure that's a safe combination.
Very.
Thank you so much.
Very colorful combination.
Thank you.
They like to clap.
Thank you.
They also like to lick zebras.
Who doesn't?
Thank you so much.
I don't. They bite.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Vice President, members of Congress, my fellow Americans. Today in America,
It's Tuesday.
a teacher spent extra time with a student who needed it and did her part to lift America's graduation rate to its highest levels in more than 3 decades. An entrepreneur flipped on the lights in her tech startup
And she saw an invisible elephant.
to add to the more than 8 million new jobs our businesses have created over the past 4 years.
Like the elephant zookeeper.
Yeah, that's like Obama's job.
What do you mean?
And he cleans up the Republicans' poopy.
Oh,
An
fair
auto
enough.
worker fine-tuned some of the best, most fuel-efficient cars in the world and did his part to help America wean itself off foreign oil.
Ooh, those sweet Arabian oil
Farmer
teats.
prepared for the spring after the strongest 5-year stretch of farm exports in our history.
Were they farming
A rural
carbon?
doctor gave a young child the first prescription to treat asthma that his mother could afford.
Yeah, but his junkie father took it and made some meth.
I think I know that guy.
Really?
A man took the bus home from the graveyard shift, bone-tired,
I get it.
but dreaming big dreams for his son. And in tight-knit communities all across America, fathers and mothers will tuck in their kids, put an arm around their spouse,
And get it on.
remember fallen comrades, and give thanks for being home from a war that after 12 long years is finally coming to an end.
Banner has a really red face.
I don't know, dude. That's more orange than anything.
I think it's more rust color.
So why don't you make a mimosa then?
You could make a rusty nail instead.
It's a fantastic idea.
Yeah. These hurt.
There you go.
Yeah, toast.
Tonight, this chamber speaks with one voice to the people we represent.
Just like the board do.
It is you, our citizens, who make the state of our union strong.
We're like America's steroids. Ha.
And here are the results of your efforts.
This is going to be disappointing.
The lowest unemployment rate in over 5 years, a rebounding housing market,
I'm so glad it's dating new ladies
a
now.
manufacturing sector that's adding jobs for the first time.
Fix it. Fix it.
Than we buy from the rest of the world.
There you go.
The first time that's happened
was
in
weird.
nearly 20 years. our deficits.
The hell?
And for the first time in over a decade, business leaders around
These
the world
technical
have declared
difficulties
that
must be a conspiracy
China
by the
is no
reptiles
longer
living
world's
inside the
number
earth
one
who are in
place
charge
to
of the
invest.
NSA.
America
There's no
is.
other explanation.
Not that you spent $30 on it out of some dude's trunk.
The dude must have been a reptile. You're right.
What just happened?
The reptiles came back. See, there's the one right there.
That's why I believe this can be a breakthrough
Hey,
year for
I
America.
fixed it.
Oh, good job.
After 5 years
See all those
of
scaly bastards, his
grit and
boss.
determined effort, the
I
United
don't like
States
grits.
is better positioned for the 21st century than any other nation on earth.
Was that measured in metric? Because I don't like
The
that.
question
hippie math.
for everyone in this chamber, running through every decision we make this year, is whether we are going to help or
And it's
hinder
bedtime.
this progress. For several years now, this town has been consumed by a rancorous argument over the proper size of the federal government.
Determines whether or not we need magnums.
It's an important debate,
Yes, it is.
one that dates back to our very founding. But when that debate prevents us from carrying out even the most basic functions of our democracy,
Ooh, wait for it. Wait for it.
when our differences shut down government,
Ah, there it
threaten the
is.
full faith and credit
And I
of the United
refuse to
States,
get you another
then we
one.
are not doing
I already
right by
hate
the
these
American
rules.
people.
Are they applauding their failures? Are you applauding their failures too?
I'm just clapping because everybody else is. Good, Margaret. Just keep clapping.
Now, as president, I'm committed to making Washington work better and rebuilding the trust
With
of the
Legos?
people who sent us here. And I believe most of you are too.
Well, not you,
Last month,
but
thanks
most
to
of
the
you,
work
yeah.
of Democrats and Republicans, Congress finally produced a budget that undoes some of last year's severe cuts to priorities like education. Nobody got everything they wanted.
Yeah, sometimes that's
We can
life and you
still
have
do
to deal
more
with it.
to invest in this country's future while bringing down our deficit in a balanced way.
Through magic.
But the budget compromise should leave us freer to focus on creating new jobs, not creating new crises.
I still don't know why I was clapping earlier.
And in the coming months, let's see where else we can make progress together. Let's make this a year of action.
Better yet, a year of action
That's
figures.
what most Americans want. For
Well,
all of
action
us in this chamber to focus on their lives, their hopes, their aspirations. And what I believe unites the people of this nation, regardless of race or region or party, young or old, rich or poor,
PC or Mac.
is the simple, profound belief in opportunity for all. The notion that if you work hard and take responsibility, you can get ahead in America.
And it looks like he's telling tales already.
About what?
Prosperity. See, even his wife knows he's full of it.
Now, let's face it.
We're always going to be
that
south of
belief
Canada.
suffered some serious blows. Over more than 3 decades, even before the Great Recession hit, massive shifts in technology and global competition had eliminated a lot of good middle-class jobs and weakened the economic foundations that families
Why did Biden
depend
put his
on.
magic envelope away?
Today, after 4 years of economic growth, corporate profits and stock prices have rarely been higher.
I was
And
going to
those at the
say
top
something,
have
but
never
I'll
done
just
better.
think instead.
It's
But
great to be
average
on
wages
top.
have barely budged.
That's why I supplement my income with a side
Inequality
hobby.
has deepened.
That's why I sell my guns on the outside of the shop as
Upward
well.
mobility has stalled.
It's always on the side of the highway.
The cold hard fact is that even in the midst of recovery, too many Americans are working more than ever just to get by, let alone to get ahead. And too many still aren't working at all.
Is Biden texting?
So
Guys, I
Our
don't think you're
job
supposed to clap at that.
is to reverse these trends. It won't happen right away, and we won't agree on everything.
Or anything.
But what I offer tonight is a set of concrete, practical proposals to speed up growth, strengthen the middle class, and build new ladders of opportunity into the middle class.
By even more magic.
Some require
Oh, by
congressional
real
action,
things.
and I'm eager to work with all of you.
But Boehner isn't
But
eager.
America does
No,
not
he's not.
stand still, and neither will I. So wherever and whenever I can take steps without legislation to expand opportunity for more American families, that's what I'm going to do.
I'm sure that's constitutional.
Oh, it is.
Really? How so?
Well, here, watch. All right. Executive orders are constitutional power vested in the executive branch to help him take care of the laws be faithfully executed.
Where does it say that?
Article 2, Section 3. He shall take care that the laws be faithfully executed.
That doesn't say that he can just say stuff and make it happen.
Not explicitly, no, but since the president's job is to get stuff done and executive orders can bypass the bureaucracy to get it done, the courts have repeatedly said that it is within his powers.
What's this country coming to? What would Washington have thought about this unrestricted power?
Well, he wouldn't have had a problem with it. He issued 8 executive orders in his presidency.
What?
Yeah. I mean, look, every president has used it. See?
No, look, not everyone. William Henry Harrison didn't.
Yeah, okay, but he died a month into office because he's a dumbass. I mean, look, even Thomas Jefferson, who was all about strict constructionism, issued a few.
This is just terrible. I mean, no good could come from that sort of power.
Let's see. There's the integration of the armed forces by Truman, making government not discriminate in its hiring under Johnson and Nixon, the banning of political assassinations under Ford. Oh, the Emancipation Proclamation was kind of a big one.
And the internment of the Japanese under FDR.
Yeah. No, wait, that's a bad thing.
See, bad things can happen with all that sort of unrestricted power.
Well, there are restrictions to it, though. The courts will strike them down if it oversteps the powers delegated to the president by Congress, or if it's just blatantly unconstitutional.
Yeah, like when they struck down the internment of Japanese under FDR.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the tricky part, really. I mean, in order to get anything done, parts of the government need to have the power to get it done, but we don't want them to use it in a bad way, which is kind of why the Constitution both gives and limits the power. If we're going to be afraid to do what we need to do because somebody might not use it in the right way, then we'll end up with a government that doesn't do a damn thing. Like these guys here. And that's also why it's important for us to pay attention and call them out when they use their authority in the wrong way.
Which is why I can have guns.
Yeah,
As
I guess
usual,
so.
I love
our
the
First
Constitution.
Lady sets a good example. Michelle's...
Oh, that's cute. But don't try to suck up to me in the State of the Union address. Oh yeah, just get everybody to clap for me. That's cute.
Yeah.
Remember when you took that selfie with that German diplomat lady? Or was this good lady in charge? I don't know. Ugh. You're still on the couch for a good long while. I hope you know that.
Michelle's Let's Move partnership with schools, businesses, local leaders has helped bring down childhood obesity rates for the first time in 30 years. And that's an achievement that will improve lives and reduce healthcare costs for decades to come. The Joining Forces Alliance that Michelle and Jill Biden launched has already encouraged employers to hire or train nearly 400,000 veterans and military spouses. Taking a page from that playbook, the White House just organized a college opportunity summit where already 150 universities, businesses, nonprofits have made concrete commitments to reduce inequality in access to higher education and to help every hard-working kid go to college and succeed when they get to campus. And across the country,
Most people mean white kids
we're
when they say
partnering
that,
with
but
mayors,
I'm not sure about him.
governors, and state legislatures
man?
on issues from
That's what people think.
homelessness to
No,
marriage
it's not.
equality.
The people that come in my gun
The
shop
point
think
is,
that.
there are millions of
new
Americans
clients
outside of
out.
Washington who are tired of stale political arguments and
And
are
even more
moving
tired of
this
stale
country forward.
communion bread.
They believe, and I believe, that here in America, our success should depend not on accident of birth, but the
Axing of
strength of our
Earth?
work ethic and the scope of our dreams.
The scope of my
That's what drew
rifle.
our
But
forebears here.
don't point that at the president.
That's how the
You'll get taken
daughter
down a
of
lot
the
quicker than
factory
he will.
worker
Yeah,
is
good
CEO of
point.
America's largest automaker.
I think she's completely unaware that he's talking about her.
Yeah, nothing.
How the son of the barkeep is Speaker of the House.
And how the Grinch still can't grow his heart. What? Oh, look, I know it's not in the rules, but since Obama just got a thumbs up by Boehner, we should finish our deal.
I agree.
How the son of a single mom can be president of the greatest nation on earth.
What is he talking about?
Didn't know Biden was raised by a single mom?
Oh, we are running out of beer.
Yep, I just finished mine.
I'm gonna go get some more.
Good call. Oh, you might want to just bring the whole case with you.